This is a portrait of my aunt Sarina. She's the sister of my father, Maurice Abouaf, and she's now Sarina Abouaf Israel. And that's her son, Salomon. And I met them and I said, here, Ve'afta l'erecha kamocha, and you shall love your friends or your proche, like yourself. Because really she did. She was a woman that was not lucky. She was not lucky, you know. But my father really took care of her for food and things that she needed every week, because she lived in a hotel so cheap and so old, in one room, very small room, that's the size of a piano, and the double in the length, the width, that's all. And there are four people living. And she made a corner a kitchen, and another corner bedroom, and a corner where she works, because she works very hard. She was very poor, and she had a husband who could not work. He had a problem, I don't know how you call that. He never could do things. That's what it was. And then when she has to get married with him, they told her, you know what? You are going to have to take care of him. He's like an infant almost. She said, I love him, I don't care. I'm going to take care of him. And then, in spite of what they told her, she got married with the man she loved. And to me now, I think because she was already married many times with the same man, and that was her destiny. Like some people, rarely, but always get the same husband from all their generation, and that was also her case. Maybe that's wrong in our family, because I know my father had the same problem and the same thing, and I got the same thing too. In all my life, I was always married with the same man. My father, in all his life, was always married with the same woman. That means the same soul. And my aunt was always married. Yes, I don't know. Maybe some special families always keep the same mate, and that's what it is in my family. And then that's why she wanted to marry him, even though he could not. He was like retarded, but he was not stupid, but he could not walk. He could not. He was not sick mentally, but what he could do is just be very agreeable with people. And then she understood, but she loved him. And then she worked for him, and every day she gave him money, and he went to the same cafe in the corner or in Paris, the corner of Rue Sedaine, Rue Popincourt. He sat there almost always, they know him, and everybody loved him. And then he knew what's going to happen in politics, in here and there. He was very happy like that. And she was happy that her husband was happy. And they had two beautiful children. One is named, this one, unfortunately, he was Salomon. When he was 18, he was deported with his mother and with his fiancée in Auschwitz, and they died there. But at the time he was deported, he was the best swimmer in France, and they were preparing him to go to the championship of swimmers. He was a great swimmer, and because he was swimming quicker than the champion that was elected before, he was surpassing everyone. But he didn't have the chance because he was deported. And he was very smart, very nice. And he had such an appetite, oh my God! It was funny because His mother was poor, but she fed him like normal. And after he goes to everyone he knows that are good living, that they have, and he was eating in 5 or 6 people that and in our house. My mother always knew it when she sees him prepare so much food for him. He was so strong. He was really strong, but he needed some people that need more than the others, and that was it. Was my God, when I think he was in Auschwitz where they have no food there, and he was such a. No, that's what happened. Then it was one day. It was the siren. The siren is when during the war they have a big sound that goes all siren. You call the same thing than in French then, and then he rushed with his fiancée that he just came to see him, and I just knew her the day before because during the war. The Jewish people who were not yet arrested, we had to leave, and we were young. And then my mother had a beautiful big shop that was closed because Jewish people could not have business anymore. And then every Sunday we made a party there for all the Jewish girls and boys, and because we could not go nowhere, we could not go. Then we'd meet there, and everybody brought something, a cake or something, and my mother supervised all that, and she also made some cookies for us, and we were there with music, singing, dancing. We were happy. We had to be happy because who knows when will be the end of that happiness. And then the last time that we had a party in my house, he was here with a beautiful girl that I don't know her name, but she sang a beautiful song, Balalaika, and then that was her fiancé, and I called her Balalaika. And the day after, when the siren was, because when the siren was blowing the noise, everybody rushed to the basement of their house. And then, because that means the plane is going to shoot bombs on Paris. And they did that day. But anyway, as he goes out, he was arrested by some militian with his fiancée, and they were deported and they never come back. And they were arrested, and they were going to try to save themselves from the bombs. Because that same day, a bomb failed on the next house of my aunt. And her best friend, Marguerite, she was looking at the window. She got her head cut in two and stuck in the wall. And I saw it, it was terrible. On that street, on Rue Papincourt. Yeah, that was her best friend. She was a nice person, but that was her end. And my aunt had not a better end because she finished in Auschwitz. And now she's an angel. She told me, I don't understand why they did that to me. I did everything I could for everybody, and I worked so hard. And she cannot get over that. She's in paradise. Every time I talk to her, she's like crying and telling me, I don't understand why they did that to me and to the other. But she's speaking about that. But we don't know. Nobody knows why. That's what happened. When too many bad people are in the earth, then God is disgusted. He turns his head. He doesn't want to see what's happening. And then the bad are even worse. And that's what happened. That's why 6 million Jews were cremated in Auschwitz, and 500,000 non-Jews. We have to mention them too. It's terrible. And then she was there, and her son also, and they died in Auschwitz. But she was so nice. Oh my God. She was poor. She was working day and night. Piles. She had till the ceiling. She had piles of skirts that she has to do in wool in winter. And she was all day with a machine because she don't even have a motor on her machine, or with her feet, and just to give them food and to take care of her husband, in a very small place. It was terrible, but she was nice. Every day she was receiving. All the people in her hotel were very poor, and they come, Sarina, came to say hello. Okay, and she said, "Come on, sit down." And she gives them a small coffee with a biscuit that she did. She always does that for people who are coming because she said they are so poor in this hotel. Maybe a little bit of a biscuit, I don't know how to call it, is going to give them some food. And she was always making those things for the people. And the first thing she did when she had money, she bought coffee, to give coffee to all those people, and with those biscochos, I don't know, that's it, especially. And then, that's it. She was a very, very good person. She had very beautiful children. The small one, when they came to arrest her mother, he saw a German and two French police. Oh my God! He said, he was smart. He was only 4 years old, and he said to his mother, "Where is my friend Marcel?" And the mother said, "I don't know, he's outside, I don't know where he is." And the German said, "You, go away if you don't want to be taken like all those Jews." And then the little boy, 4 years old, 4.5 maybe, he was outside. He said that he understood that they took his mother, that they will take her. And then he crossed from all the Place Voltaire is a big place, as big as a gallery, you know, a gallery where a big place, a big place, yes, the Place Voltaire. Now it's called Place Léon Blum. And he had to cross all that. And he came to, he remembered where we live. He walked alone, and he knocked at the door, and we saw him. And he said, "They took my mother, and I came here." And then it was so sad. Oh, yeah. To see a little baby like that now he has nobody. They took also his brothers, I think, one day before with his fiancée, and now, and his father was in the hospital. That said he was sick, and that saved his life. That's why he survived, but he was in the hospital, and the little boy was alone. And then, that's why, oh my God, when my mother died, Marcel, he was so shocked, and he didn't know what to do for that day. And you know what he did? He was selling carpet. He was not very rich, but he was selling carpet. And then he came with he carpeted all of the house. He said, "Now people are going to see when somebody died. People come to see the family." And then he made the house like a little palace. It was very nice. He said, I want people to come here and remember that my grandmother was so nice. Also, she had a beautiful place. And then everybody was astonished. I remember a man who was a big shot in our temple when he came to see. To make an honor to my mother. He couldn't believe it. He said, "I didn't know that Julia Boeuf lived so well." Because it was he repainted everything. He made really a very attractive apartment from our house. That was very nice. That's what he did, Marcel. And then that's the story of a very, very, very nice family, very poor, but very human. And but unfortunately, my aunt and her elder son, Salman, they died now rich. He doesn't talk too much because he's an angel too. But my aunt, always when I talk to her, I said, "I don't know why they do that to me. I did everything I could to help everyone." Every time she said that. said, we don't understand always why things happen to us. And that's the conclusion of that story. And then I put here, Sarina Israel, Salomon Israel, died in 1942. Her name, she's born Aguaf, in Auschwitz, for the people of Israel. Their name is very indicative of what happened to our people. That's what it is. She was so nice. Oh my God, so beautiful. Nice. I never saw somebody so nice. When you're rich, you're nice, you're nice. But she was so poor. And she could always have things for the poor people. That's amazing. And you know what? Every time I had a birthday, she did something for me. She knitted a beret, she knitted anything. She had no money, but she always wanted. It was not exactly my birthday. It was because my mother didn't have I lost two sisters before. And then in the Jewish religion, when a woman lost two children or one child, they give like a stepmother. I don't know how you call that. But then she was like my stepmother. Then every time that was, and then she brought me a present. Always she did something for me. And she had no money, I don't know how she did it.